have you ever been driving home from work and realized that you don't even remember where you're driving to or don't even remember driving? You were there, but you weren't really there, right? You're driving and you know that you were driving, but you weren't mentally there. Your body was driving, but your mind was somewhere else. And your soul was just extremely exhausted. Not tired because you haven't slept or had a hard day at work. Tired because you have been carrying so much for so long. The scary part is no one knows what you're feeling because you still show up, you still answer emails, you still lead the meetings, you still make dinner, you still go to your kids' practices or games, you still check on everybody else, right? Does this sound familiar? But you still smile when someone asks you, "How are you? How have you been?" And without even thinking, you say, "Oh, I'm good. I'm great." But are you? Because today I want to talk about something that I don't think enough people are talking about today. And I call that the quiet cracking. Like you are cracking down and you don't even know it. It's the burnout that doesn't look like burnout. It's the person that everyone admires while you're silently disappearing right in front of your eyes. I've spent decades leading organizations. I've managed hundreds of employees. I sat in boardrooms and meetings. I've coached executives. I've built businesses. I've raised a beautiful family. And here's something that I have learned, right? And what I have learned is the strongest looking people in the room are often carrying the heavy weight because I've been that person. There were seasons in my life where everyone told me, "How the hell do you do it, Nancy? How strong? Why are you always so strong? You're always so positive, showing up with grace." And that is truly me, but I'm not faking it. I just keep going. It's like that Energizer bunny, keep going and going and going. But trust me, I've hit up the brick wall where sometimes I don't even know how I'm doing it. And sometimes you don't even know how you seem so overwhelmed, right? And if you only knew, because strength can become a prison, people begin expecting you to carry everything. And after a while, we begin expecting it from ourselves. You stop asking for help. You stop slowing down. You start to get exhausted. You convince yourself that resting is weakness. And one day you just like wake up and you realize that you become really good at survival mode, but you don't remember what it feels like to actually live. And can I tell you something that changed me? There was a point in my life where I realized I wasn't exhausted because I had too much to do. I was exhausted because I was trying to be everything for everyone. Think about it. Those are two completely different things. One is a full calendar, right? And the other is loss of identity. Because somewhere along the way, many of us start believing that our value came from how much we could carry. And the more that people need us, the more important we felt. I hope this resonates because I know my listeners are hearing this. You feel the same way, or maybe you used to feel that way, or you're currently feeling that way. The more responsibilities we accept, the more success we believe that we are until carrying everyone else's life because our entire identity is this chaos. I have coached high achieving people every single week. Do you know that I hear almost almost anything else, like more than anything else, is I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. Not that I hate my job, not my marriage is over, just I am tired. But when we keep talking, the tiredness always has a deeper story. It's the tiredness of making every decision, being everyone's safe place, never feeling like you're allowed to fall apart, right? Always remember the one who just figures it out, always carrying the emotions. And somewhere deep down inside, there's the little voice asking us, who's taking care of me? I don't think burnout starts with overwork. I think it starts with self abandonment. It starts with you. And self abandonment is every time you ignore your own needs because someone else's feelings are more important. You leave another little piece of yourself behind because every time you say yes, when your soul is screaming no, you leave another piece behind. Every time you choose guilt over boundaries, another piece just like disappears. Not all at once, but it just like slowly, quietly until boom, one day you look in the mirror and wonder where you used to be and where you went. I know there are so many of my listeners, men and women right now, who haven't cried because they don't have time to cry. You're just trying to get through another day, right? Is that you? Are you really just trying to get through another day and you're just holding that cry because you feel that if I cry, I'm weak? No one's going to care? Wrong. Then you just wait. You put yourself on the back burner tomorrow, next week, and then you start to convince yourself. Once I get through this season of my life, I can just lovely challenge myself. I can do it. But what if this isn't a season anymore, guys? What if this has become your absolute lifestyle? Because I've said those same words over and over and over again. After this project, after I'll wait for this quarter, I'll do it next year, I'll wait for, I launch this program that I have in my business. I'll wait till I get a few more clients because I'm so busy. After everyone else is okay, then I'll rest. But life never stops asking for more. The finish line kept moving, right? Just keeps moving and moving and moving. And finally, you realize if I don't choose myself, life would eventually choose it for me. No ands, if, or buts around that. Usually through what? Illness, burnout, emotional exhaustion. Here's what I've learned. Your body whispers to you all the time. Listen to your body before it starts to scream and say, hello, enough's enough. If whispering through anxiety, if whispering through like brain fog, whispering through losing excitement, whispering through waking up extremely tired and exhausted, whispering through resentment, through feeling emotionally numb. Have you ever felt emotionally numb? It's not fun. Those aren't coincidences, right? Those are invitations for you to change something in your life and to pay attention to you, right? You have to get sick and tired and say, enough's enough. I'm sick and tired of feeling this way, because you get to make the decision. So today, I don't want you to ask yourself, how much more can I handle? I want you to ask something more powerful. What have I been carrying that was never mine to carry? I want you to sit with that. Maybe it's everyone else's expectations. Maybe it's your own self-guilt. Maybe it's that perfectionist. Maybe it's proving your self-worth. You're trying to prove to everyone else. Maybe it's a version of yourself that you've outgrown. You know what you believe in. The strongest person isn't the one who never breaks. They're the one who finally became honest through admitting that enough's enough. That admitting that I can't keep living this way. You have a choice, because that's not weakness. That is identity, it's wisdom, and healing always begins with what? Being true and honest to yourself. And before I end this episode today, I want you to do something, and I want you to do it today, not tomorrow. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Not when life slows down. I want you to do it right now. I want you to just like close your eyes, take a deep breath, put your hand over your heart, and I want you to ask yourself, what do I need that kept pretending I don't need? And I want you to listen, not to your responsibilities. I want you to listen to yourself. I don't want you to focus on the calendar. I want you to say enough's enough, that I'm going to make a change today, not tomorrow. This episode wasn't about burnout at all. Maybe it was about coming home to yourself. If this episode spoke to you, would you do me a big favor and share it with someone that needs to hear this? Because you probably don't know what they're truly feeling. And always remember, the world doesn't need another exhausted woman or man proving your worth. You need to heal. You need to enjoy life, because it is precious. And I always say and remember that you have full control of the will. You have full control of your destiny. You can do it. Start believing. Start now. Don't wait. With much hugs and love, Nancy.